Hello and welcome to New Wave Global. You are watching Unraveled and I'm your host, Marvi Sirmed. Tonight we'll discuss the recent assassination attempt on a former US President, the presidential candidate for 2024 race, Mr. Donald Trump. We are joined by a fascinating figure who has been seen at the intersection of American and Pakistani politics, Mr. Sajid Tarar. Mr. Tarar is a Pakistani-American businessman and has been a prominent supporter of former US President Donald Trump. With Mr. Tarar, we will try to unravel who might be behind the recent assassination attempt on Trump, how it would impact the presidential race, and also why many supporters of Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan consider Trump is standing behind Khan and might prove instrumental, if elected as president, in getting Mr. Khan released from prison. Let's get into it with our guest, Mr. Sajid Tarar. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr.
My
Tarar.
pleasure. Thank you so much, Marvi. It's so nice of you. So I'm so humble and thankful that you have invited me to your show.
Oh, thank you very much for taking time. So, Mr. Tarar, who do you believe is behind the recent assassination attempt on Trump? Is this part of a conspiracy to prevent him from contesting or winning the elections?
Let me start with it. Ultimately, I don't want to speculate. Everything is still in an investigation. But this is what the doubts most of us Republicans are facing right now. Why only Donald Trump? There are so many politicians in this country. So many, even then, people have there are so many other hardliners. They are in this country. But why only Donald Trump? And especially this recent two things I wanted to share with you. I have been part with Donald Trump's campaign since 2016, and still I'm part of his committee, which is 136 people in the U.S. I'm very humbled and honored to be the part of it. Imagine a few questions regarding. First of all, let me tell you even what happened last time with Butler, Pennsylvania. An ex-president whose responsibility is, part of the federal government. 130 yards, 130 yards. And then the sniper, the federal government sniper was on the top of the roof, and he was begging for the permission to shoot the shooter, and they were not giving him permission until he shot the first shot. That's this shooting right now here. I'm shot 400 yards, 400 yards. Now, and then the second question is this: how he got away? He was arrested in another county 50 miles away. And if there was no eyewitness, a guy who has, if for instance, if there was no eyewitness with the tags, he would have get away with it. And second question: how he got the schedule of Donald Trump? How he got it? How he got the location of Donald Trump? How he got the tee? Where he's going to come and take a golf shot? He was shot at the fifth hole. How? Why only Donald Trump?
Yeah, apparently he stayed in bushes for like 12 hours, according to the
but again, 12 hours before, how he predicted it. Matter of fact, not only this, I'm part of the campaign, matter of fact, they don't share the schedule. It's a very sensitive information. And why only Donald Trump? Why only Donald Trump? Gaza war is going on. Gaza war is going on. People are burning American flags in New York. Kids are saying again and again, death to America, death to America. We love Hamas. That's a radical statement as well. But why only Donald Trump? That's a big question. Not only that, here, I wanted to tell you, what is this election and what is this assassination? You asked me $1 billion question. Ultimately, I don't want to speculate, but this is what I wanted to tell you. Ukraine war, $270 billion. Packages, $270 billion. $95 billion to Israel for Gaza. Big numbers. Who's Tony Blinken from Boeing? Who's our Secretary of Defense? Austin Lloyd from Raytheon. And what is Donald Trump is standing for? That he will stop the wars. His last 4 years, no wars. So you put the dots together and figure that out what is going
So what
on.
you are saying, are you saying that this can be a conspiracy? I know you don't want to speculate, but the facts that you have mentioned, this can be a conspiracy which might be hashed by those who want wars, who profit from wars.
Yes, I definitely believe in it. Two murder attempts on the ex-president of the country, presidential candidate, within 60 days, two attempts. And the thing is this is the country those we still believe in the sole superpower on the planet. This is still the country they are. Matter of fact, last time our senior citizen president claimed, Joe Biden, hey, you are the loser. We are winning every war. This is what the Biden's last his speech. We are winning. You are loser. Where are you winning? I want you to see.
Those who are profiting from war, who might have been behind this conspiracy of assassination attempt on Trump, these people are the ones who are at the helm right now. Is this what you're saying?
I am saying that this is shameful. Why the federal government, why the sole superpower on the planet so far, they claim, I don't believe they are superpower anymore. We are moving, we are on a free fall towards communism and socialism. I don't believe that we are free country anymore, matter of fact. But the thing is this is a shame that presidential candidate, if first of all you take him to your own choices of courts, with your own choices of jury, with your own choices of prosecution and judges, then you try, when that doesn't work, the popularity doesn't go down, then this. But are we really civilized people? Are we really, democracy is working here? That's the question. Matter of fact, I wanted to point out my case again. My second question, this election will be the last election, I'm telling you, in this country. And I will prove my case because I'm a lawyer at the same time. I don't bluff. You know that there's a term in lawyers use, bluffing. I'm not bluffing, but I will prove my point that this will be the last election. And we are moving towards that. Donald Trump has said it several times. We are moving, not only, they have skipped the socialism now, they are moving towards communism.
I mean, do you believe that if Donald Trump doesn't win this election, this would be the last election and there will be communism after that in the USA?
Here, I'm not sure either Donald Trump is going to win or not, but one thing will take you towards communism when 21 million illegal criminals, those have come into this country, when they will give them the voting rights, it will be one party rule, China one. That's a Donald Trump's dream.
All immigrants are criminals.
Not all immigrants, those are crossing illegally. How you know they are? How you know that if you want to come, you know how the legal immigrants come here? How the law-abiding citizens they come from the airports. They don't jump the borders.
But you understand what is the situation. You understand, for example, how Afghans tried to flee their country. There was no way for them to get out of their country with the legal means. So there are 1,001 situations.
It's a fleora. Matter of fact, the fall of the Kabul. I call them the fall of the Kabul. Fall of the Kabul was the one point, turning point, where the de-dollarization started, when the decoupling of America started with the rest of the world. No, the thing is that American, the Afghanis, to bring them here through the legal process, vet them first who they're coming. Donald Trump, and we are not against the immigration, we are not against the immigrants, but those come here illegally, break the law. We have a right to call them criminals because they have committed a crime crossing border.
See, let's go back to, a step back. You have strongly supported Trump, for a long time, as I know now, even as he has faced accusations of inciting hatred against immigrants, particularly from Muslim majority countries. How do you reconcile your support for Trump with the fact that many of his policies directly affected immigrants, including those who are Muslims and those who are from Pakistan?
I totally disagree. I think I believe you watch a lot of CNN. Matter of fact, this is what the information come from CNN or ABC or all the left-wing medias. those call him racist. He is New Yorker. He was born in New York. His two wives are Russian descendants. What are you talking about? And his first trip was Saudi Arabia. How are you talking about? And the list you're talking about, the Muslim countries, those were created by Barack Hussein Obama. And those 5 countries, matter of fact, they were part of Libya, Iraq, they were North Korea, Iran, no documentation, verification. Even this is another issue of the democracy today. It's a media enterprise, a left-wing media enterprise. Journalism has died. Journalism has died, unfortunately. That's the biggest threat to democracy, which most of the Americans and the people like yourself, they're watching CNN too much, and that's what happens.
But then the counter argument is the opposite. Your camp is watching too much of Fox News. Do you think Fox News is indulging in the
media enterprise? That's what I'm telling you. Yes, I agree with you. Media enterprise. That's what I'm telling you. Fox is a media enterprise as well. There is no journalism anymore. There is no. But there is one Fox. But you have about 50 of them. You have CNN, you have ABC, NBC. I have God knows how many on a left wing has. Those protecting Kamala Harris right now, they always provide the shield to the White House if the Democrats are there. But if the Donald Trump is there, let me give you a question. Let me put up a question for Democrats and liberal mindset. One of your leader, Michelle Obama, who has proudly said when she went to the White House, "I'm not proud American." She said the other day from the stage for the DNC, the White House is a black job. Imagine about it if that Donald Trump would have said it at RNC that this is a white job. What do you think? What CNN would have done it?
It's a black job.
What are you talking? Why is a brown job? Where is my job?
Context.
Why is a black job?
Donald Trump has been looking down upon
blacks.
African Americans.
How you know?
And he has been calling some jobs black jobs.
Why? When the White House is a black job?
This was a dig at that.
It's a racist statement, and you guys you just appraise it. If calling somebody is a black job, why is not brown job? Why is that my job? Why is that a white job?
It was a satirical dig at the racist comments by the Republicans.
No, it's a racist comment by Michelle Obama calling it a black job.
Okay.
It's a 14, but matter of fact, here, I want to tell you, the blacks are only 14% of the population in this country. It's a racist statement, calling that as a black job. Embarrassing. But it's okay. It's okay for the CNN followers, it's okay. And I'm fine with it. But this is how badly the country is divided. Another thing I want to tell you. You see this pin I have? It's a shame that only Republicans can wear that flag now. It represents only Republicans. Democrats has been, people, this is what have been taught. The American flag is racist. American anthem is racist. White House word is racist. Our statues our history is racist. Give me a break. Give me a break. Burning a history book is going to change the history. That was a trade that time. You move forward. You drive and you look in the front screen. You don't look in the black mirror to drive the car. But look at this. But it's fine. The country is seriously divided, and it is embarrassing. This is not a politics anymore. Matter of fact, the thing is, I want to share with you. When I came into this country, people used to ask me, "What is your opinion? Who you are?" And I used to gladly tell them, I'm Democrat on certain issues and I'm Republican on certain issues. Can you say that today anymore? And another thing is this. Let me ask you a question from the Democrats. If the Joe Biden cannot run for the office of presidency, how can he run the country? Who is running the country today? Who is? Don't you agree that it's still, the Barack Hussein Obama is running the country?
You call him Hussein as if it's a slur.
That's his name. That's what his name, isn't it?
Yeah, it is his name, but you are calling him again and again. I mean, the Republicans, especially Mr. Trump and his supporters,
I call him Barack Hussein Obama.
Hussein. I mean, he calls himself Barack Obama.
No, but that's my choice.
I mean, it's
is it not?
Stress point against him.
No, I'm not holding that against him.
Does it go against him?
No, I'm not holding it against him. Barack Hussein Obama is his full name.
But he's not.
No, but
he doesn't identify as a
convince me. No, convince me. Why should I call him Hussein?
You should call him, but I'm saying the way Republicans and especially Mr. Trump's supporters stress on Hussein he does not identify as a Muslim.
But he is not, regardless he's Muslim or not, it's not my...
But you will still stress the Hussein part.
But
Why?
he says his full name. He says that's his full name. I always call him Barack Hussein Obama. I never have called him Obama.
Okay. So do you see his profile on X, social media? Do you
I
see?
don't follow. No, I don't follow.
You don't follow. So you don't know about it. As a political person, you don't know about it.
About who?
About Barack Obama, how he writes his name.
Because I don't follow the Democrats to begin with. I'm Republican.
Okay.
Why should I follow him to begin with?
So you criticize them without following them?
No, I know his policies, what he did 8 years. I know exactly what he did in 8 years. I exactly know what he did. Matter of fact, due to that, that was the reason what he did for 8 years, you got Donald Trump. That was exactly what happened, whatever he did.
But also we have had many statements from Mr. Donald Trump, which can be equally criticized. Do you agree with his recent statement about Haitians supposedly eating people's pets?
Quick question. Have you Googled that news about the ducks they are eating? And have you followed those social media? Have you Googled,
Haitians are being attacked?
No, have you Googled that Springfield, the Springfield, Ohio, 58,000 population, and you have put the 20,000 Haitians there? Did you ask them first?
The administration has clearly said this is the false news.
Why don't you Google? Right? I have done the Google myself. Why you?
And you will not believe the city administration, but you will believe on Google, where anyone can put anything. But you will not believe the city administration.
But the thing is this, how are we getting information these days? Social media, our sources.
Social media, but city administration, which can be the authentic source of information, is giving you the authentic information, but you're not ready to believe that, but you will believe the social media information. Is that what you're saying?
I have lost the track of matter of fact, frankly speaking, what your question is. But the thing is this, yes, I have verified it. They have been eating ducks there. They have,
you have verified.
No, here, let me finish. 911 calls have been reported. That somebody has reported that they are walking away with the ducks there, Haitians. I have done
and
it.
Your information is authenticated by? Verified from?
From the media.
From media.
From the same media you are getting the CNN from. The way you are saying Donald Trump is racist because you watch CNN, I watch the right-wing the media enterprise, and that's where I'm getting my information from.
So when media says something and the city administration refutes it, you will not believe the city administration.
It depends on who the city administration is. If it's a hardcore left-wing person working somewhere, I won't believe it. I discredit it.
To be clear on that, the media is the gospel truth, but the administration is not, saying the truth.
Are you trying to make the case that Donald Trump you're doing the fact check that Donald Trump lied? That's what you wanted to make the case?
No, I don't want to make the case. I'm just reminding you that it was...
Marvi, you don't have to remind. Matter of fact, the thing is that day when the Donald Trump said, the gentleman, the left-wing media propaganda machine had the fact check before he finished the answer. And that's if you wanted to tell that. And he said, the city manager, I said, they have done the fact checks on the FBI numbers at the same time. The crime is going down. And matter of fact, I'm sitting in a war zone of Baltimore. Why don't you come see Baltimore and Philadelphia? Go to Chicago sometime. And this is what they're saying, the crime is going down. Are you really believe it? Are you really living in this country saying the crime is going down? Okay. I have no clue what the Democrats and liberal people, what planet they are living on. Matter of fact, the Biden who hardly can take a couple of steps, he said, where is inflation? What you talking about? Bidenomics is working. What are you talking about?
Okay, so at least we have settled that. We should always believe what it comes in social media and not the authentic news. But anyway, Mr. Tarar, let's go to another, aspect of this current politics. So given this current turmoil in Pakistan and the conviction of former Prime Minister Imran Khan, do you believe that Mr. Trump, if elected, would have the influence or willingness to push for Mr. Khan's release? Do you foresee yourself playing any role in this?
Why? Why should he do it? You give me, somebody should convince me. Why that if the President Trump wins, he should interfere in any foreign land and any foreign country and intervene
That's a very
within
good
the
question.
judicial system and any
That's a
judicial.
yeah, that's a very good question. But I think most of the influential Pakistani-Americans believe that Mr. Trump is a very good friend of Mr. Khan and he will do anything to get Mr. Khan released.
If your friend is in prison for some legal charges, your friend should go there and tell them, I'm release him. I'm a lawyer. What are you talking about? There's a judicial process taking place. Should Donald Trump or anybody, ABC, even then the British Prime Minister, should he go to Pakistan and tell them, hey, shut down your courts and, he's a buddy of mine. You bring him out of court. Can you? How dare you think about it? I'm surprised. Yes, there are a lot of people here. They call themselves, I don't know what they call them. They are going crazy, matter of fact, for this campaign. They have been showering dollars on the congressmen and the senators or something. It is shameful. They have never promoted Pakistan. It is shameful. They should promote Pakistan instead of one individual person. It's a shame. But what can you say?
No, but as Americans, why should you promote any other country? I mean,
yeah, that's what. No, shouldn't. I shouldn't.
And
you shouldn't.
yeah,
No. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's what I believe in. You will never see me. You will never see me without an American flag. I'm always wear the American flag with pride, and I'm an American. Pakistan is my motherland, and I have feelings for that. But this is my homeland. This country has given me refuge, and I will die for this country.
Yeah, but I like your answer when you say that, those who support Mr. Khan, those of Pakistani Americans, they're rich, super rich people. They have influence over the congressmen and congresswomen. They have influence because of their money. And they think that Mr. Trump is going to get Mr. Khan released. So here is Mr. Tarar saying, telling you that why should Mr. Trump interfere in another country's affairs? How dare you think like that?
Yes.
So this is your answer, and I think that
absolutely. Matter of fact, the thing is this is a shame. A person from politics has to become a spiritual leader. They call him Murshid now. And the person this has been saying this is not politics, it's jihad. And most of my Pakistani diaspora has become jihadi. Or, instead of promoting taking part in American politics, matter of fact, Marvi, it's a shameful. I went to RNC a month ago in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not a single Pakistani I saw there. I did not see Pakistani ambassador there. I saw Indian ambassador with the 4 of our staff. Not a single Pakistan. And, they are all just here, PTI, PS Party, Noon League. That's what the diaspora you're talking about. Should they do it? And none of them, they're going back. But they are not trying to adjust with this country. Not a single councilman in New York. Not a single congressman. And you worried about, the one person who's a murshid. Is it really a religious figure now? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so do you think Mr. Trump shares your views about this?
No, but just 2 things I want to touch. Mr. Trump is a businessman. He is an American president. He's not running for Pakistani election.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I want to ask you guys give some money to congressmen and you get resolutions here and there. Do that your votes matter here? Count here? Pakistani, do they go vote? Are they part of the democratic process? Are they?
But they spend a huge lot of money.
Yeah, for the pictures. Yes, for the pictures, of course they do it. Last time I remember many of them, they were calling, Biden came to my home and had a dinner or lunch and we took a picture and he said, Kashmir will be free next day, the day I'm going to win. Not a single policy-related appointment. What are you talking about? 300 policy-related Indian appointments? Where are the Pakistani appointments? Do you have any policy-related appointment in the White House?
Mm. That's right.
It is embarrassing. I am a one-man army, matter of fact. Among 136 people of the committee, I'm the only Pakistani. I'm the only Pakistani, only Muslim, matter of fact.
Hmm. In a recent talk, I was just looking at the social media again. In a recent comment, you mentioned that Trump, quote unquote, paid no heed to questions about Imran Khan. Why do you think Trump has shown such indifference? And because of the way you have articulated already, because of what you have said, or do you believe this stance would change if he is re-elected to the president?
Ultimately, Donald Trump can do whatever he feels like. I'm not his decision maker. I'm not in a position to have an effect on his policies or things. And I know, matter of fact, that some of the big donors have been coming around in front of him and try to talk the Khan to him. I know that, matter of fact. I have been approached by many of them, very strong PTI leaders at the same time.
And he paid no heed to them?
No, they wanted to meet him or something. And I know they were trying to give him money, the way the Pakistan is doing, the way some of our diaspora is buying congressmen's their signatures and support or something. Some of them, I know they're trying to raise the money for Donald Trump and go tell him, to do some influence or something. But this is not the proper way to do it. Matter of fact, like I told you, I'm embarrassed why they are not promoting. Have you ever seen? No, you are a journalist, you are a social worker. Have you seen any of them promoting Pakistan? Have you seen it? Matter of fact, not only this, one of the Pakistani ambassador, Mr. Jalil Abbas, years back, he told me that imagine about it, the Indian diaspora has influence on our congressmen. They are writing letters to them not to give F-16 to Pakistan. Why are Pakistanis are not writing letters to their congressmen or senators? But here, when they wanted to talk to them, wanted to give money, they give it for the personal leader, personal spiritual leader, for the Murshid Pak. What are you? Well, you can.
That's the.
I'm not that religious.
I call it dark comedy.
Yeah, I'm not in a. I am a Muslim, but I'm not kind of kala bakra, kala jadoo kind of Muslim myself.
Yeah, unfortunately, and not just, what is unfortunate is that it's not just Imran Khan, although Imran Khan has taken it to another level, but I have seen other prime ministers also going to the dams and the roods and the peers, but Imran Khan has surpassed everyone else in this.
No, I was surprised. Matter of fact, I bought his dream itself of the change. And I was a very big supporter, and I thought he's an Oxford graduate. He will bring all the money. He used to promise, that thing. I will bring money, and Murad Saeed had a very emotional speech. I will pull 200 billion of this face of IMF or something. I bought that dream myself, but then later on I came to know that he married to somebody just to become a prime minister.
Yeah,
and I was shocked. And then he divorced because his peer told him to divorce somebody. And he still, then and the bakres and the jinns. Do you believe? And why don't the jinns are going towards the IMF? Why these jinns are not educating our kids with artificial intelligence? Why you're promoting jihad, not artificial intelligence? That's my question. But, ultimately, that's one of my, I'm very touchy about it, the math and English and matter of fact, where we are way behind in our country, embarrassingly.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go forward with this. You have also praised Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in past, which is, it's particularly controversial when Mr. Modi's policies towards religious minorities and lower caste people, lower caste Hindus in India. How do you justify this praise, especially when many human rights monitoring organizations, international organizations, have reported Mr. Modi's government as discriminatory and leaning towards authoritarianism?
That's again like calling Donald Trump a racist person. That's the same thing. I have said openly that we need a leader like Modi in Pakistan. What I meant about it was a nationalism. Hindustan is for Hindus. They are living. He's good for Hindus. That's what my point is.
But
he's nationalist for Hindus for India.
Is living in India, and India should not be only for Hindus. Just as
it is not. It is not. I agree. But this is a human nature. Wherever the majority is, minorities are always suppressed and oppressed. Always. Here, where are the red Indians? They are reservations.
Not democracy. This is majoritarianism, which is against democracy.
No, but he's good for he's good for Hindustan. That's what I meant. He's good for Hindustan.
I think he's only good for upper caste Hindus.
Possibility.
Not even all Hindus.
But he has taken India to the next level. Matter of fact, my meaning was this: we need somebody nationalist like Modi in Pakistan. That's what I meant. And not only this, they are the way they have taken the Indian economy to the next level. The way they are promoting, wherever he goes, he promotes his diaspora. He promotes Indian currency. He promotes Indian financial systems. The way he does it, the way the Dr. Jay Shankar is professional enough, the way they have team, the way today, look at this. I mean, so now they are becoming a biggest semiconductor builder by 2030. He has a vision to make the India as the developed nation by 2047. Where are we? Where are we? And I just give them a comparison. When I always tell my people, matter of fact, there's a controversial as well. When you watch Indian movies and become a fan of Sidhu Moosewala, why don't you listen to Indian news as well? Why? Why are you not listening?
And in Pakistan, unfortunately. When we were growing up, Mr. Tarar, we were, my generation, we used to watch Indian news. But when my daughter was growing up, all Pakistanis were, they were snatched away this opportunity of knowing about India. The news channels were banned in Pakistan.
And another thing is this, I openly, frankly speaking.
And in India too, Pakistani news channels are banned in India too.
So both another thing is
cannot know each other.
And plus, I'm a very realistic and very practical person. Reason, we are all sons of Hindus living in subcontinent. From my ancestry became from Hindu to Sikh, and Sikhism too, we became Muslims. But I cannot hate those religions. I don't hate any religion to begin with. If you were trying to say this controversial for Pakistani to talk about Modi and their growth, I mean, say, I don't hate them. I want to, this is what I see them. There's an opportunity next door to us. We need to learn from them. We need to learn from the Indian Institute of Technology. But have anybody talked about it? More than 3 crore Pakistani kids are not going to school. Have anybody talked about it? How many beggars are in Pakistan right now? Close to 4 crore of them. Has anybody talked about it? But why every leader has to say that this is not siyasat, this is jihad? Yeah. Do you really need jihad? Why don't you jihad against poverty? Why don't you do the jihad against ignorance and without and literacy? Why don't you do that? Your own kids are sitting in London and studying artificial intelligence. Your own kids are living in Toronto and America, and for the general masses, you are proposing jihad. And nobody talks about it. All you are worried about the Modi, jihad. Modi is good for India. That I'm openly saying. And we need that kind of leader who take us to that level, matter of fact, to the Indian level. That's what all was meant was. And here, what we get, everybody comes from London, rule and go back to London. And Miftah Ismail has said $150 billion of Pakistani assets are sitting outside, of loot. And nobody's talking about it. Look at your judicial system. Look at this. Corruption is part of the culture. It has gone to your bone marrow. And nobody cares. Nobody talks. Everybody's just power politics. All of us, they have become followers of the Machiavelli. Power politics.
Yeah, you're right. But political corruption, I think, is an endemic that is...
not only, Marvi, sorry about it, not only
South Asia.
Not only politics. Every single judiciary is down, establishment. You just name.
I'm calling it all of this is political corruption because the political decisions are made, by corrupt people, whether they are in judiciary or the military or parliament or wherever, which institution. But this is not peculiar to Pakistan. It's you can see it in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Afghanistan. The entire region is infested with this.
The thing is this corruption. Even then here, corruption is part of human instinct. Whenever the opportunity is available, there everybody steals. No question about it. But why? The thing is this: why when you think you are jihadi, you are the home. Let me explain it to you. This recent constitutional change. The Maulana Fazlur Rahman came up with the 3 terms. One was against interest. When you want to build the country interest-free, why don't you become the theft-free? Why don't you make the corruption-free? Why the Maulana Fazlur Rahman is not going against corruption? His second term was to protect his madrasas to be registered. Why? This is the tragedy. These are my wounds you're talking.
Very pertinent questions you ask, Mr. Tarar, and I think someone in Pakistan should think about it and answer them. Have some answers. Moving to the last part, last question. As someone with influence in both American and Pakistani circles, how do you envision your role in shaping US-Pakistan relations moving forward? What do you hope to achieve for the Pakistani diaspora if Trump were to regain the presidency?
First of all, kind of person I am, matter of fact, I proposed to Pakistan embassy and I volunteered there myself a few years back. I told them I've gone to law school twice, matter of fact, and have an intern program which I can fund. And I want to come there. I promise you, I won't sell the Republican philosophy. I just want to teach the next generation what is the politics 101, what is election 101, how to become a community organizer. But they never took that opportunity. That's my first thing is towards the Pakistani community right now. Matter of fact, we need younger kids. My son is right now a lawyer here, and I'm asking him, and I'm asking any more of them to make sure your presence is felt. Make sure you develop your relationship with your delegate, your state senator, your congressman. You establish a relationship with them. Become a community leader. Unfortunately, we are not going from here. Believe me, we are not going from. I'm not going. I'm going to die here. But why don't I integrate into this society? Why? Why I'm just why I'm just only interested in August 14th? Why I'm not interested in July 4th at the same time? I'm not saying you should not celebrate the freedom of Pakistan. But what is 4th of July? What is your way of giving back to the society? My open question is this. Have you seen any Pakistani kid volunteering at the fire department right now? None. Have you seen any Pakistani volunteer in a hospital without any salary? None. Why we are not integrating into this society? Why we are angry against America? We are living here, but bad mouthing America all the time. Why? And second thing is this, my presence, matter of fact, within the Trump administration, personally, I have done many things for Pakistan, which I have never taken credit, and I don't want to take credit because I'm the sole guy in that camp, matter of fact. But many things have been asked me last time when they were going through the process. And again, I told you, that's my motherland. Pakistan, I'm a born Pakistani. I look Pakistani. I speak Punjabi. I eat Punjabi food. How can I deny that? I cannot deny that. And I will keep serving that. And matter of fact, I'm looking forward in the future, if I'm ever get any kind of political appointment, I'll definitely, I will look after not only towards Pakistan, India at the same time, Bangladesh at the same time. Wherever, because this is my friendships and my relationship, they are not based on the religion and ethnicity. I don't do that, matter of fact. But Pakistan is my motherland, and I'm always feel bad. If you personally ask me right now, what is we badly need in Pakistan? We need the match of Indian Institute of Technology. Frankly speaking, if you have a choice, I'm right. If somebody asks me to do anything, I will go to India. I'll ask them. I want to open up your branch in Lahore and Karachi of Indian
Oh, that sounds very good. Do you know there's a University of South Asia, South University, working in both India and Pakistan, and that project can also be expanded. But I know I already said my last question, but your conversation is very, very engaging. So there's one more question. Promise this is going to be last. Mr. Trump, when he was president, he said he offered being being a mediator between India and Pakistan on Kashmir especially, and there is a talk and gossip in Pakistani political circles that he might have known and might have brokered between Pakistan and India what happened in 2019 when India abrogated repealed 350 Article 350 and state status of Kashmir was taken away. In keeping all that in mind, do you think you will be able to once again convince Mr. Trump, if he becomes the president, to broker peace between Pakistan and India?
Definitely. Matter of fact, last time I have requested him a couple of times regarding Kashmir during his last period. Again, let me explain it to you. If Donald Trump wins, what is going to happen? This is a very fundamental thing. First of all, this is what the fundamental difference in between both parties, Republican and Democrats. The more drone attacks took place on Pakistan during Obama period. Then the Biden era came up, and our Murshid kept waiting for 4 years for his phone call. He never made a phone call. Never made it. And versus Donald
Why
Trump.
do you
That's what I'm telling you, the party-wise. Whenever the Republican president come into the White House, even then Donald Trump, what happens? They believe in strong. What was the doctrine of Donald Trump? Was achieving peace through strength. Strength means Pentagon. So they increase the defense budget, and right now the Pentagon is seriously demoralized. His first objective will be to improve the defense. Even then, he started the Space Force. So the thing is when he will uplift the defense policy, revisiting of the foreign policy is part of it. Looking towards allies, their own allies, American interest is part of it. Donald Trump wanted to keep the army base in Afghanistan, and Taliban agreed upon. There was a fundamental difference in between Biden leaving Afghanistan and Trump leaving Afghanistan. And not only this, the Donald Trump, the way he spoke about, way he took Imran Khan, the way that he spoke about Imran Khan, about Pakistan. He spoke very well with Nawaz Sharif at the same time on the phone. Not only this, he went to India, and on their soil he spoke about Pakistan, because he is a statesman. He's not a typical establishment politician. That's one of the reasons I support him. He's not part of the 52 years of Biden experience in the Washington D.C. is too much experience. He's not politician anymore. He's part of the federal buildings now, because he's fundamental difference in between two individuals. Donald Trump made money and came to politics, and he came to politics and made money. So this is what the politics is about. That's one of the reasons I support him, because I'm Republican. Not only this, I came from Pakistan with conservative values. I was not looking for entitlements. I was not looking for socialism. I came here in a search of competitive marketplace. I wanted to come here, compete, and earn. I bought an American dream. Buying an American dream itself is a Republican philosophy. Because we are not here for entitlement. If the socialism and communism was my objective, I would have walked to China. I would have taken train to Russia, which was next door. But I was looking for freedom. I was looking for something else. I was looking for the civilized nation where I can come and compete. I didn't come here for handouts. No. So this is what the difference when the Donald Trump will, and not only this, whenever any Republican goes to the White House, Pakistan, because Pakistan's geographic location is very unique, and it cannot be ignored, matter of fact. And we have a relationship with the U.S. since 1947, so we need to capitalize on it. And I believe it. When Donald Trump will come, our relationship will definitely believe Donald Trump will come, and he will balance in between India and Pakistan relationships.
We really hope so. We really hope so. Thank you very much, Mr. Tarar. This has been a pleasure.